Welcome to the Chronicles of Josephus audiobook. We continue the Antiquities of the Jews by Flavius Josephus, Book 2, Chapter 8. If you would like to start the entire series from the beginning, the full playlist is linked in the description and pinned in the comments section. Now let's begin Chapter 8. Book Chapter 8 of the Death of Jacob and Joseph. 1. Now when Jacob had lived 17 years in Egypt, he fell into a disease and died in the presence of his sons, but not till he made his prayers for their enjoying prosperity, and till he had foretold to them prophetically how every one of them was to dwell in the land of Canaan. But this happened many years afterward. He also enlarged upon the praises of Joseph, 15, how he had not remembered the evil doings of his brethren to their disadvantage. Nay, on the contrary, was kind to them, bestowing upon them so many benefits as seldom are bestowed on men's own benefactors. He then commanded his own sons that they should admit Joseph's sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, into their number, and divide the land of Canaan in common with them, concerning whom we shall treat hereafter. However, he made it his request that he might be buried at Hebron. So he died, when he had lived full 150 years, 3 only abated, having not been behind any of his ancestors in piety towards God, and having such a recompense for it as it was fit those should have who were so good as these were. But Joseph, by the king's permission, carried his father's dead body to Hebron, and there buried it at a great expense. Now his brethren were at first unwilling to return back with him, because they were afraid lest, now their father was dead, he should punish them for their secret practices against him, since he was now gone, for whose sake he had been so gracious to them. But he persuaded them to fear no harm, and to entertain no suspicions of him. So he brought them along with him, and gave them great possessions, and never left off his particular concern for them. 2. Joseph also died when he had lived 110 years, having been a man of admirable virtue, and conducting all his affairs by the rules of reason, and used his authority with moderation, which was the cause of his so great felicity among the Egyptians, even when he came from another country, and that in such ill circumstances also, as we have already described. At length his brethren died, after they had lived happily in Egypt. Now the posterity and sons of these men, after some time, carried their bodies and buried them at Hebron. But as to the bones of Joseph, they carried them into the land of Canaan afterward, when the Hebrews went out of Egypt, for so had Joseph made them promise him upon oath. But what became of every one of these men, and by what toils they got the possession of the land of Canaan, shall be shown hereafter, when I have first explained upon what account it was that they left Egypt. End of Chapter 8. Continue the story by watching Book 2, Chapter 9, linked in the description and pinned in the comments section below. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe for more chapters from the Chronicles of Josephus audiobook.